Namaste, yogis, cats and down dogs. Come seated on your mats. Just ground your sit bones. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Taking some nice, deep, easy breaths. And then bringing your hands into the Apana Mudra for detoxing. So it's the Lama, thumb, middle finger, ring finger, thumb, middle finger, ring finger. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe in tolerance, kindness, self-acceptance, and releasing toxins, releasing negative habits, releasing negative thoughts. So we're cleansing our body, mind, and spirit, helping our digestion, helping us digest life, circumstances, the environment in which we live. So this is the liver and the gallbladder, those two meridians we are working on, so that we can do a cleanse of our body, which will then impact positively on our minds and hopefully uplift our spirits. So bring your left hand onto your heart center, your right hand onto your belly. Start taking nice deep breaths into your gallbladder. The essence of your gallbladder meridian. So even if you don't have one, the essence of the gallbladder meridian is still there. When the gallbladder meridian is not functioning optimally, we will feel resentment and we will feel discouraged and critical and judgmental and have a lot of anger. And all of those emotions will be directed outward to the external world. So judgment, criticism, and resentment to what people are doing over there in the outside world. So we monitor and check. Are you doing things according to my standards? Or do you meet my approval? So we're constantly measuring, competing, and comparing. So releasing from the gallbladder grudges and resentment. Taking your attention, your emotions, your time, your energy away from the external environment. Bringing in kindness, bringing in creativity, bringing in initiative. If the gallbladder is blocked, we can't take the initiative. That's also blocked. So bring in creativity. Take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, stretching your hands down, pressing into your fingers. And then stretch your hands out in front of you. So push your fingers forward and tuck your chin back a little bit and press your shoulders down with your belly button in. And then bring your thumbs between your eyebrows onto that bladder 2, which is a stress release point. Breathe into your liver, this amazing forgiving organ. So opening up to full self-acceptance. I accept myself as I am. So not being hard on the self, not being judgmental and critical towards the self. So when we judge outside, we judge inside. So the external and the internal reflect each other. So releasing judgment and criticism and anger towards the self. So breathing in full self-acceptance. And then releasing your hands down onto your knees. Breathing in, shoulders all the way up and I think if we can all have self-acceptance like a cat, wouldn't that be incredible? Bring your hands, your fingers to the outside of your eye. So feel the outside corner of your eye and then into that dent. And then your thumb just in front of your earlobe. Gallbladder 1, gallbladder 2. Open and close your jaw while you're pressing and rubbing. So release the pressure on the gallbladder meridian. Bring in the balance, bring in kindness, bring in creativity. All those things that are being judged and criticized, find a solution. Take the initiative, solve things so that we stop judging and criticizing. Bring in creativity, creative problem solving. So stretching your jaw just twice more, stretch. And then take your thumb just slightly behind, underneath your skull. You'll find a little dent underneath your skull. Bring your fingers on top, press your head down. You're pressing into gallbladder 20. Also a lovely area where the ligaments go up into the skull. So press quite firmly, open up your neck. Breathing as you do this, opening the body. Breathing in as you look up and out as you look down, working on your neck vertebrae, nourishing the intervertebral discs and opening up your throat chakra. Nice, easy breaths. Just do one more. And then when your chin is down, press down, release your knees. Relax your lower back. And then releasing, bringing your arms across your chest, bringing your fingers at the intersection of your neck and your shoulders. Gallbladder 21, you'll feel it's quite a sensitive point. And then look left and right. Breathe into the left, out to the right. And taking all that weight off your shoulders, all that attention that you give everyone in the external environment, and judging and criticizing their imperfections. Just release it. Release your knees, release your lower back. Now bring in abundance consciousness. And then releasing, hands down onto your knees. And now we're going to bring in energy through lion's breath. So breathing in all the way from your base chakra, up your spine, and take the breath out of your crown. Breathing in, shoulders up. So pull it all the way up your spine, up your central nervous system, out through the crown. Strong out breath with a long tongue. And then coming up, breathing in and out. When you puff out, take the air over your nasopharyngeal area, that nice rasping sound for the vagus nerve as well. Breathing in and out. And then roll your shoulders up and back. Opening up the shoulders and the neck, opening up your chest, releasing pressure on the heart center. The solar plexus nourishes both the liver and the gallbladder, so that when our self-worth is low and we don't feel good about ourselves, we tend to judge and criticize more than when we are feeling good about ourselves, up and forward. So aim for the joy vibration, the 550 consciousness level, and release the anger and the frustration and the judgment. They're all at 30, and that just keeps our frequency way too low. And then releasing, shoulders down, knees relaxed, lower back relaxed. Bring your fists in front of your solar plexus and breathe into the left, out to the right. Make your breath very strong so that you're swiveling on your diaphragm, but at the same time, you're also massaging your liver and your gallbladder, massaging all the organs along that midline, spleen, pancreas, stomach, liver, gallbladder, a little bit into the diaphragm and the transverse colon. Open up. Just relax your shoulders as you do this. And then bring your hands onto your ribs and twist. So your fingertips are now on the liver meridian. Breathe into the left, out to the right. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Bring your hands in front of your foot and your shin and rock forward and round your back. You just want to open up the spine, doing nice flexions, nourishing the intervertebral discs, and also opening up the sacral chakra. Because when we become very judgmental and critical and resentful, we close down our ability to think abundantly. We start contracting and we become small and diminished, and we go into lack consciousness. So just do 2 more rocks here, and then all the way to the left, go all the way around. Open up the lower back, all that tightness in the lower back. Bringing in kindness and tolerance, bringing in self-acceptance. The next time you get to the front, just change direction. Feel the opening in your lower back. Feel the swiveling around on your large intestine. Give your organs a good massage. Give them some attention. This detox is about digestion. We want to digest our food, our thoughts, our lives, everything smoothly and easily. And then releasing. Breathing in, keeping your shoulders down. And then a long sigh out. So happy that you don't have to check up on what's going over there anymore. That's their business. Our business is focusing on how we feel. Stretch your legs out and then connecting with yourself. Saying, I accept myself as I am, and use the humming. Use the acoustic chamber of the body, so the hum, activating the vagus nerve, humming all those things into your cells. So legs, especially the hips, this is where we really store grudges and resentment. The gallbladder meridian is all the way down the side of the legs. Pat, pat, pat around the belly button, into your lower back, open the sacral chakra. Bring in the abundance. Up and down your arm. It's wiping and patting and fluffing off all the positive ions. Across your chest, down the other arm. Taking nice breaths while you do this, especially up your neck. Feel underneath your skull. Gallbladder 20. And into your scalp. There's so many meridians on the scalp, and our scalps get very tense when we grind our teeth and when we clench our jaws as we judge and criticize other people's behavior. Releasing your hands down onto your knees, breathing in, flex your feet, lift your heels up and pull your toes back and lift up. And then release. Coming into butterfly. So interlacing your fingers in front of your toes, stretch up, breathe in, fold forward with a strong out breath. 1, 2, last one, 3, stay down. You can put your heels of your hands onto your toes with your thumb pointing up and your fingers pointing forward. And if you want to, you can bring your thumb onto the point between your eyebrows. Release your inner thighs. The liver goes all the way up the inner thighs. And then coming up, twist to the right. Lift and twist. Look over your right shoulder. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel the stretch up the left side of your neck. And then twist to the left. Left ear to left shoulder. Nice open throat and neck. And then come facing forward, hands behind you. Press the soles of your feet together and lift your hips and drop your head back. And then release into turtle so that we can flush the liver and the gallbladder. Don't bring too much of the mind into this. Rather let energy follow thought instead of over-analyzing. Liver 1 on the inside of the big toenail. So rub liver 1. So pressing, eliminating negative thoughts, especially about the self, that negative self-talk, no self-judgment. Top of the foot between the big toe and the second toe, liver 2 and 3. Feel that point between the bones on the top of your feet. It's often very painful. It's a liver detox point. And then go all the way up to spleen, liver, kidney. I think you all know this point. It's 1 hand width above your inner ankle bone. The worry point. Squeeze out the worry. Eliminate the toxins. Eliminate the need to judge and criticize. Eliminate the need to be resentful and discouraged. So you're breathing in creativity, kindness, tolerance, acceptance. Go all the way up your inner leg. So the spleen is just under the shin bone, the liver's in the middle, and the kidneys right on the inside. So it's in the middle. All the way up to your knee joint, just under the kneecap, that spleen, then liver, and then kidney is almost as you go around the corner of the knee joint, up the inner thighs, in the middle as well. Just press and say, I'm pressing my liver meridian. It's a yin meridian. I'm applying pressure to open and activate and help my liver meridian flow smoothly. Up onto the ribs. So hold your fingers onto your ribs. Feel your liver under your right hand. So your hand chakras are activating. You're working with electromagnetic energy. Squeezing. Your forefinger will be on liver 14. So squeeze it, because we're going to flush now, which means that we go from 14 to 1. So breathing in, squeezing your fingers into your ribs. Breathe out, go all the way down the inner legs. Feel the electromagnetic energy as you do this, and squeeze your big toe. You're at 1 now. Now we're going to flush. We're going to wind it up. So squeeze into number 1. Pull. Breathe out. Second time. Squeeze, pull. And last time. Squeeze, pull. And then releasing. Nice, open, happy liver meridian. Lift your legs up. Gallbladder 1, next to the outer corner of the eye. Strong yang meridian. Pat, pat, pat. Front of the earlobe. Feel that on your jaw. Open, 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 gallbladder. Underneath your skull. Go straight to 20, because the meridians, the pressure points in between that, there are just so many on the scalp. Down the neck, into this point, the intersection. Use the side of your hands where the neck and the shoulders intersect. Go down the ribs, down, especially on your hips. Take your fists and do good solid pats down the side of your leg, all the way down the iliotibial band, the liver meridian, outside of the foot, down between the 4th toe and the 2nd toe. So now you're on the top of your foot and pulling the 4th toe, squeezing the gallbladder and releasing. Stretching your legs out in front of you, stretch up, lift up out of your lower back, flex your feet, lean forward, squeeze your big toe, spleen on the outside, liver on the inside. Breathing in, press down, elbows towards your knees. And then coming up into Janusthasana on the left. Left leg out, right foot on the left inner thigh. Stretch up. Fold forward. Take your left thumb onto spleen, liver, kidney. Your right palm onto liver 8. So your right palm is on the knee joint on the inside. Your left thumb is 1 hand width above your inner ankle bone. Drop forward. Forward over your knee. Kick into your left heel. Drop your right knee. So release tension in the lower back, releasing tension in the legs. Back of the knee into the mat, active left leg. So push into your heel. So flexing your foot strongly. And then coming up, bring your thumbs underneath your skull. Press your elbows back so that you're opening up your chest. And then bring your left elbow onto your left thigh, right elbow back. Open up the liver on the right and squeeze the spleen and pancreas on the left. And then stretch. Right fingers all the way up to the ceiling, but keep your thumb on gallbladder 20 underneath your skull. And then swing your right hand onto the outside of your left foot and stretch your left hand all the way back. Make space in your lower back on the right. Drop your forehead towards the mat and hold the outside of your left foot with your right hand. I always get these left and right confused. Stretch your left hand back. And then coming up, thumbs into the gallbladder point at the base of your skull, elbows back, breathing in. Press the right elbow down into your knee joint, left elbow back. You're coming strongly onto the liver now. Don't forget to drink a lot of water after the sequence. It's quite dehydrating. Bring your left arm over so you're adding more pressure. Your left arm is just above your ear. Pressure into the liver. And then both hands down onto the mat, forehead over your right knee. Breathing in, look up, throat open, eyes rolled back. Straighten your arms, come down. 1, 2, last one, 3. Stay here. Pressing into the liver. So we're giving the liver a good squeeze so it almost stops the blood from flowing, so that when we open it, there's a rush of fresh blood and oxygen. And coming up, take your right leg across and then twist to the right. Lift and then twist. Bring your right arm so that you can feel it along your back. Feel the stretch in your right glute. Flex your left foot. Look all the way back. And squeezing into the abdominal organs. And then facing forward, hold the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Pull your leg across. It's a nice nerve stretch. But also we've got access now to the iliotibial band and the gallbladder. So it's moving the energy. Everything is energy. Our whole body we're just particles full of positive and negative ions. So move the energy. Move the gallbladder. Get the grudges and resentment out. Replace it with creativity and taking the initiative. One last one. Last rub. And then releasing into seated forward fold. Flex your feet. Hold your fourth toe. Squeeze it. Breathe in. More air in, and then coming up into half boat. Kick your feet. Release tension in the ankles and the toes. And then go straight over into plow. So from half boat over into plow. Release the stress and fatigue of looking at what other people are doing. So focus on your inner world. Focus on what you're doing, your business, the impact that you're having on the environment, your energy. Take 2 more breaths in plow. Such a good posture for digestion as well, which we're focusing on, digesting circumstances and thoughts. And then releasing all the way out of plow. Coming into Janusasana on the right. Flex your right foot, stretch up. Lift out of your lower back. So open up the discs in the lumbar vertebrae. Fold forward.
Right thumb on spleen, liver, kidney. You'll feel it. You'll definitely know when you're on the right spot. So it's a triple yin intersection point between the spleen, the liver, and the kidney. Just drop your forehead down. You want to open this. It's like a big traffic intersection. This is where all the worry sits. So flexing your right foot quite strongly, pulling your toes back, breathing. Always remembering to breathe. Don't hold your breath, don't clench your jaw. So let your teeth be apart and do some nice easy breaths, working right up into the hamstring ligaments in the pelvis. Your left hand, your hand chakra is on the liver 8, on the inner knee joint. And then coming up, thumbs onto gallbladder 20 underneath your skull. Lift elbows back so your chest is nice and open. Right elbow onto your right thigh. Left elbow presses back. So feel how tight the squeeze is. Lift your fingers to the ceiling, stretching up. And then swing your left arm so that you can hold the outside of your right foot. Right hand stretches towards the back of the mat. So you're opening your ribs, opening the left side of the body, pressing the liver against towards your right leg. One more breath here, just a strong pull and stretch. And then coming up, thumbs back into gallbladder 20, left elbow into the inner knee joint of the left leg, and then take your right arm over your ear, so it's quite straight, opening up the liver. And then hands on either side of your knee, just drop down, and then look up, open your throat, breathe in, and 1, pulsing, 2, last one, 3. Stay down here, squeeze, open the liver, squeeze the spleen and the pancreas. And then come up, cross your left leg over, twist to the left, and always lift up before you twist. We don't want to twist into compressed vertebrae in the lower back. We want to give the vertebrae, your spine, space, and then twist. Do nice strong belly breaths here, facilitating the digestion. So into your intestines. And then facing forward, hold the outside of your left foot with your right hand. And kick and pull, open the iliotibial band, open the gallbladder. Nice open space here. Grudges and resentment out. This obsession with what's going on out there and what other people are doing, get that out. Bring in creativity. Find creative solutions. Focus on yourself, your business. And then coming to seated forward fold, hold your big toe. So squeeze the big toe, pull it back, lift your heels. Press your elbows towards your knees. And then coming up into full bird. And then releasing into the cow pose, the legs. Left leg on the mat, bent. Right leg over. Heels of your hands are into the arches of your feet. Just rock until you get comfortable here. Your knees are more or less one on top of the other, but everyone's hips are different. So your heels are close to your hips. It's not comfortable for many people. Well, I don't find it comfortable either, actually. And drop your forehead towards your knee. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Make a space, long neck. So if you can touch your forehead onto your right knee, do that. Release your inner thighs, release your hips. Just releasing any stuck, stale energy
all these things that get stored in our body. And as we contract, there's a reminder. We're reminded of a frequency. And then we start sending messages to the brain of old memories from the cells. So release, make space, be expansive. No need to contract. And then coming up, lean to the left, right arm over. Squeeze into the spleen and pancreas here, and then change sides. Lean into the right, into the liver. And then releasing. Changing. Right leg on the mat, left leg over. The cow pose. This side, I think, is definitely harder, hey? Right leg on the mat and left leg over. Press your heels into the arches of your feet. You'll feel some nice little points in the arches of your feet. Drop your forehead towards your knee, shoulders relaxed. Just speak to your body. Just say inner thighs, release. We need to turn things on and off. We can speak and ask our bodies, release. Release inner thighs, release glutes. Drop your forehead down, open the body, make space. A tight body is a tight mind. So be flexible. Let's take one more breath here in the cow legs. And then coming up, lean to the right, go straight into the liver now. And lean into the left side, open the liver. So pulsing, squeezing and opening, squeezing and opening. And then lean over to the right. Again, stay on your right leg and then lift your left leg, hold your big toe and pull your leg towards you. Push into the back of your knee. Pull your leg into your body so you can feel a squeeze. And change. Left leg is bent on the mat, holding your big toe of your right leg and pull. Press into the back of your knee. And then releasing into wide legs. Hands on your ribs. To the left, make big circles. Feel your liver under your right hand. This amazing organ in your body that does so much. 24/7, your whole life. And change direction. Other way around. Come lower down every time. Open the inner thighs. Work on the abdominal organs. Move the digestion. And then bring your hands onto your thighs. Keep going to the right. More space to squeeze. Change to the left. Warm up the lower back. Open the sacral chakra. Bring in abundance thinking. Judgment and resentment and criticism is very tight, small, contracted thinking. Be open. And then press your right shoulder towards your left foot. Drop your forehead towards your left knee. And then coming up, left shoulder towards your right foot. And then coming up, flexing your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Crossing your ankles and coming into table. Now, Misty's also got a black suit on today. Got a black suit, Misty. Looking up for the cow, rounding for the arched cat. Put a lot of conscious effort into this exercise. It's so useful for spinal health. Looking up, throat chakra open, roll your eyes back, activate your third eye. Rounding. And last time, breathing in. And rounding. Coming into neutral.
the cat half moon. So you want to be balanced. So take your left hand off the mat so it's not in line with your left knee. Take your right foot back. Flex your foot and lean on your left hand, right arm up. The kneeling half moon. Pull your belly button in. Balance. Squeeze your glutes. Bend your right leg and pull your heel towards you, right shoulder back. And releasing, big toe on the mat. Right arm over your ear, so your palm faces the ceiling, making a lot of length in your body. We're making space between the joints and ligaments and cells and organs. Coming back into table, breathing in, look up, breathing out, rounding into the arched cat. Neutral, left leg up, so lifting up, step through. Left leg steps through, bring your hands onto your thigh, press forward. So you're pushing your knee over your ankle because we're focusing on the inner thighs. Hands in namaste, thumbs between your eyebrows, lean back, use your right glute for balance. And then bring your hands on either side of your left foot, rock back. Flex your foot, pull your toes back, forward over your left knee. And then coming into humble warrior. So your version of humble warrior. Tuck your toes. Bring your forearms to the mat with your thumbs between your eyebrows is one option. The other one is dropping your knee and keeping your arms straight. The focus is on opening up the inner thighs, the hip flexors, releasing tension. The stress and tension of becoming involved in other people's business or behavior, or whatever. Let's take one more breath in humble warrior. And then step back into down dog. Press your heels back, lift your weight off your wrists. Open the backs of your legs, palm to the mat. Straighten your legs as much as possible, lifting as if your hips are being pulled to the ceiling with a sling. And then come into child's pose for 3 breaths. Following your breath, listening to your pulse, breathing in self-acceptance. Full self-acceptance, no judgment and no criticism of the self. No resentment towards the self. Take one more breath. And then coming up into table, looking up, throat open. Activate your third eye. Third eye requires work or focus or intention. Doesn't just open. Although it's there, you've got to give it attention. And rounding into the arched cat. And into neutral. Everything is practice, practice, practice. That's why it's called a spiritual practice. Right hand off the mat, left leg back, flex. Left arm up in the kneeling half moon or the cat half moon. Bend your left leg, pull your foot towards you. And stretch your leg back, big toe on the mat, left arm over your ear. Making a lot of space in the body. And coming back into table. Right leg up. Arch your back, point your toe to the ceiling. Step your right leg through, right foot. Hands on your thigh and push forward. Feel a stretch in your hip flexors along the front of your hip. Bring your hands into namaste. Between your eyebrows, lean back, pull your belly button in and check that your left glute is working. And then rock back. into half splits. So press and kick into your heel, pull your toes back. You can hold the fourth toe here if you want to, or the first toe, so you activate either the gallbladder, the end of the gallbladder, which is 45, or the liver. Coming into humble warrior. Or was it 44? Oh, I think it's 44. Gallbladder 44. And thumbs between your eyebrows. Open the inner thighs. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side. Keep the breath nice and smooth. It doesn't have to be heavy or puffing or anything like that. Just nourishing the body. And then going into down dog. Nice relaxed posture. Restorative posture. Opening up the lungs, opening up the heart center, bringing a nice free flow of energy. And then coming into child's pose for 3 breaths. Just feel the breath going into your lungs, feel your diaphragm, connect with your body. Connect with your circulation, your physical circulation. And then also the circulation of your thoughts. Because our thoughts affect our bodies. Everything is energy, everything has frequency. And then coming up into high kneeling, tuck your toes. Bring your hands onto your ribs, squeezing into your ribs. And lean to the left, squeezing. And change. Lean to the right, you're twisting. And then facing forward, hands on the ribs. Lift out of your lower back, drop your head back, and feel your heels drag open. And releasing into the arched cat, round your lower back. And release. Coming into squat, round the bubbling spring of the kidney. Breathing in here, and then releasing your hands to the mat. Squeezing your legs against your arms and your arms against your legs. Lift your tail and then flick your feet up, but look ahead, don't look down onto the mat so that you're balancing in the crow. And then release your feet down, standing forward fold. Coming all the way up. Shoulders back, wide legs. Stretching up with your palms open, expelling the venom. So you're going to grab the venom and you're going to shh with a strong SH. Shh. Throw it out through your legs. Shh. Expel the venom. Shh. 2 more. Shh. 1, 2. Stretch up into a big star. Lift your kneecaps, so opening your heart to yourself. All those negative self-talks. And then bring your feet together. Hands in, namaste. Breathing in, breathing out. For the balance, so you're going to balance on your left foot. Bring your right foot onto your knee very lightly. Take your left hand, pull across, right arm out to the side. So you're looking at your right hand. Getting your balance in everything. And release. Hands in, namaste. Back at your heart center. Tadasana. Right foot balance. Lift the ball of your left foot onto your knee. Right hand pulling your left leg over. Left arm out to the side, look to the left, feel the balance. Oops. And release, just in time. Tadasana, safe, supported, grounded mountain posture. Breathing in. Right leg back into triangle. Now short stance, shorter than warrior two. Left heel, right arch into Trikonasana. This is the asana for the liver and for the knees. So lifting your kneecaps, your drishtis, your right thumb. Feel the feeling of holding this posture and strengthening your legs and working on the liver, digesting, cleansing. Coming up into a lunge, so rotate your back foot onto the ball of the back foot, your arms are straight up. Fold forward into Paschimottanasana. Right hip forward, left hip back. Ground the fingers of your right hand or your flat hand or your right hand on your left leg. Revolved triangle. And release back into Paschimottanasana. Coming up into a lunge again. Feet together, hands in Namaste. Breathing in, Tadasana. Safe, secure, and grounded, accepting yourself as you are. Breathing in, left leg back, Trikonasana. Drop down. Open up the hips, open up the inner thighs, lift the kneecaps. Feel your bubbling spring of the kidney grounded in the ball of the foot. Dig your big toe into the mat. So find the balance. And then coming up, lunge, so that you can go into Paschimottanasana. Left hip forward, right hip back. Kneecaps lifted, right arm up. Revolve Trikonasana. And releasing your right hand, and then bend your front knee, coming to a lunge. And feet together. Hands in Namaste. Breathing in. And release. Breathing in. Right leg back, warrior two. Hands on your ribs. Feel the liver. Reverse. Going to extended side angle. Left arm on your left thigh. Stretching through. Find the focus in your ribs on the right. Into warrior two. Left foot parallel to your right foot. Fold forward. Prasarita. Wide-legged standing forward fold. Pinch your big toe. Pull your hands up your inner lower legs until your hands are just above your knee. Hands on your thighs. Right shoulder to the left, left to the right. Do it once more. We're crossing the midline. Working with the hemispheres of the brain. Roll your shoulders up and back. Into warrior two. Into lunge. Nice straight arms, back foot on the ball of the back foot. Bring your hands onto your hips. Tap your left knee with your right foot. And feet together. Hands in Namaste. Breathing in. Breathing out. Mountain posture. And breathing in. Left leg back. Warrior two. Hands on your ribs. And reverse. Feel the nice space you're giving your liver here as you do this, and you're opening the ribs for the liver meridian. Into warrior two, into extended side angle. Into warrior two. Right foot parallel to your left foot. Fold forward. Drop your head. Pinch your big toe. Spleen on the outside, liver on the inside. Bend your knees. Stroke all the way up. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Right shoulder to the left. Left to the right. Right to the left. and left to the right. Rolling up, shoulders up to your ears. Back into warrior two. Into lunge. Nice transition on the back foot. And step with your hands on your hips. Your left, all of the left foot onto your right knee. And release. Bringing your hands into Namaste. Breathing in. Breathing out. So we're working with the element of wood, which rules the liver and the gallbladder. And this is the year of the wood dragon. Calmness, harmony, growth, renewal, and transformation. So one flat hand on top of the other at Dyan. So release your knees, your shoulders. So it's soft knees, soft hips, grudges and resentment out. And then release your hands down, step to the left, palms facing the mat, breathing in, pull up, bring your hands on the inside of your knee joint, pull up the inner thighs, all the way onto your ribs and press down over the liver, especially on the right-hand side. Stepping to the right, palms facing the mat, breathe in, press down, palms on the inner knees, pull up, press onto your ribs, and releasing, opening the element of wood, stepping to the left, breathing in, breathing out, push down, breathe in, up the legs, breathe out as you press onto the ribs and release, feet together, and then stepping to the right, breathing in, calmness, harmony, growth, renewal, full in this transformation. Press, clearing, cleansing the liver, clearing, cleansing the thoughts. One flat hand on top of the other. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Open body, open mind. And then releasing your hands down, stepping to the left, arms out to the sides, bend your elbows, fingertips facing, and releasing all those old stale emotions of resentment and judgment, and feeling discouraged and critical and angry, and especially being judgmental of yourself, being hard on the self. Feet together, hands in, namaste. So lifting up out of your hips, making a commitment to yourself. I'm not going to judge and criticize myself for a week, and I'm going to stop giving all this time, attention, and energy to the external environment with judgment and criticism. And release. Breathing in. Right leg back, warrior two. Into Trikonasana. So feel the flow now. We've got nice open bodies into half moon. Feeling the flow into the half moon. Come back into warrior two. Into the bind. Left arm down and under. Right arm up and over. Right shoulder back. Dig your big toes into the mat. Press your right shoulder back. Come into extended side angle. So squeezing into the body. Into warrior two. And reverse. Feel the back of your right knee. Into warrior two. Feet together. Hands in, namaste. So working the big quad muscle. Tadasana. Breathing in, so cleansing and clearing, left leg back, warrior two, into triangle. Feel this grounded, balanced triangle, floating into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Strong knees, into warrior two. Into the bind, right arm under, left arm up and over, left shoulder back. Nice opening of the inner thighs. And coming into extended side angle, right arm on your right thigh. Grounding and feeling present in your physical body. Into warrior two and reverse. And warrior two. And feet together. Hands in, namaste. Breathing in. Breathing out. So for tree, to ground and root ourselves, we'll bring our hands onto our ribs. Thumbs onto gallbladder 20. And then interlacing our fingers behind, opening up our heart center. So left foot grounded, right leg up. Hands on the ribs. Feel the liver, feel the easy flow, supporting yourself with kindness, accepting yourself as you are. Right leg forward, thumbs underneath the skull. Press your elbows back. And then interlace your hands behind you, coming to warrior three. Open the crown. Bring in the wisdom of the universe. And then feet together, breathing in. And doing a lot of mixing up of your energy field. Feel the element of wood. Nice, calm, harmony, growth, transformation, renewal. And come back to standing. Feel you're grounded, your roots, safe, secure, grounded in full self-acceptance. Right leg down, hands on your ribs. Feeling the liver meridian, feeling the energy flow in the liver and the gallbladder. Thumbs underneath your skull, lifting so that long neck, the throat chakra open. And then interlacing your hands behind you, shoulders back, shoulder blades together, open the heart center. So bring the wisdom of the universe into your heart center. So this warrior three, open the crown. And feet together, breathing. And just hang forward. Round your lower back. Just releasing tension in the lower back. And then make your way down to seated. In easy pose. Bringing your hands into the Apana Mudra so that we can work with this mudra to eliminate toxins, to eliminate negative habits, negative thoughts, which are also toxins. A cleanse, clear, open body, open mind. Bringing in kindness and tolerance and creative problem solving, creative solutions. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Nice, long, easy breaths, nourishing yourself. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Kindness, tolerance. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just release the grudges and resentment. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Releasing criticism, judgment, anger. Breathing in through your mouth, out through your nose. Release being hard on yourself. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then in through your mouth. Full self-acceptance out through your mouth. No more being hard on yourself. Breathing in through your mouth and out through your mouth.
And then bringing your hands into Namaste at your heart center, tilting your head down in thanks. And yogis, always remember to thank yourselves for your light and for your presence. And come facing forward. Let's use our third eyes for wisdom, our lips for love, and our hearts for peace. Namaste, lovely yogis. Thank you so much for doing this practice. Thank you for joining me. And lots of love. Lots of love. Have a wonderful week. No judgment and criticism of the self. Kind and tolerant to the self. Take your energy within. So no more energy, time, and emotion spent on looking out there. Bring all the energy within. Lots of love.